How do non-Christian religions serve salvation despite everything? Why I'm asking this question? Because there is a debate in the church. It is true, a dogma says it, only Christ gives salvation. Since salvation is an intimate love, equality, friendship, call it charity between God and our soul, and because of God, a love for the neighbor, so to dare to love such a mysterious God, whom one can discover by reason, but who seems to be terrible to love him as a friend, it is obvious that Christ is needed. Result, all the other religions without exception, except perhaps Sufism, that is to say an Islam which thinks that one can be friends with God because they read Jesus Christ a lot, but all the other religions do not accept this friendship. Islam says we are servants of God, prostrate, and God is a mystery which one cannot know. One cannot be his wife. It is something aberrant. He is great. The other religions, even more distant, like Buddhism, which does not even believe in the existence of a personal God, nor even in an eternal person, but thinks that one must be merged into the great whole by actions of selflessness and mercy towards other creatures so as not to experience misfortune. One could say these religions do not know salvation. They are so far removed from this love of friendship towards the art of this God, and some theologians before Vatican Council II said everything that does not give salvation gives hell. So religions lead to hell. Moreover, they added they are full of heresies, of things false, therefore they lead to perdition. It is a mistake that the Second Vatican Council is well demonstrated in the Nostra Etate constitution to say that religions do not give salvation is a truth. This is true since salvation is the love of friendship with God, this charity, but to say that they lead to perdition is a mistake. It is a hasty conclusion. Between the two there is the truth. The religions have received from God preparations, seeds which prepare to salvation, which will be realized in these people at the time willed by God. This is exactly what Vatican Council II says, and so the council invites to look where are these seeds of truth. I'll show you a few. Take a very old primitive religion, animism, that believes that our souls exist, that they will live in eternity in the company of the souls of dogs, cats, caribou, bison, and that there is great spirit of nature who created everything. Is it true? Yes, it's true. And we even see that people who are approaching that realize that animals are present on the other side, except that they are animals. They don't see God face to face. But what does Christianity say? The human mind is specific. It will see this God face to face. Nevertheless, there was a seed of truth in animism. Take Buddhism, which does not believe in a personal God. Yes, but you have to lose your selfish desires. You have to be peaceful when misfortune comes and accept it. When happiness comes, to accept it and to be merciful with unhappy people because that they are part of us. Are there any seeds of truth in there? Of course. Isn't being detached from one's selfish desires of preparation for salvation? Isn't being merciful to the one who suffers something that comes close to charity? Of course it does. And that does not prevent Buddhism from being totally wrong when it believes that our people will disappear, that everything is impermanent. No, they will have the good surprise at the hour of death to see that their loved ones are there with Christ welcoming them. Obviously, they will buy into that. It is so much more desirable than to disappear. Let us take Islam, which says that one must be a servant of God and which contains many errors, which denies that Christ is God made man, which denies that this charity is possible, etc. Does Islam, being a prostrate servant, prepare for salvation? Of course it does, said Jesus. He even says to Christians as a warning, when you go to a wedding, do not put yourself in the first place, but rather yourself in the last place. If you put yourself in the first place, it may be that the master of the marriage tell you to go to the back to put a more worthy of you in front, and you, full of confusion, you will leave. This means that, in fact, to be friends, you must first pose as a prostrate servant, then you are elevated to the rank of friends. So there is a preparation, and good Muslims, those who are honest, upright, and who make themselves a servant of God, when Christ appears to them, he will offer them to be friends. Obviously, they will accept. It takes place at the hour of death. So last question, why not make everyone Christian in this land, since it will be so much easier? It will be a mistake. If everyone was Christian, priests, clerics, and Christians would feel so much master of the earth that they will kill those who think otherwise. Man is proud on earth. So unity will take place, but at the hour of death.